Hey guys, I'm Steph and welcome back to my beauty stash. Today we're doing another foundation review, which you guys know I love doing these, and in it today is going to be the Givenchy Prisme Libre Skin Caring Glow Foundation. I hope I pronounce these words right. It says that it's going to provide us with 12 hours of glow. You guys know I love to have a nice glow going on. 24 hours of hydration, 12-hour wear, which, you know what, 12 hours is just fine for me. And it's going to provide a blurring effect to the skin. I picked this little beauty up from Sephora and it retails for $49, and on the Sephora website there are 30 shades to choose from. Now, just some basic details before we jump into the application portion of this video. This is going to give us a light coverage, light buildable coverage. It's going to provide a radiant finish, and of course it is in liquid form. Some of the highlighted ingredients in here include glycerin from plants, which provides the 24 hours of hydration that this product says it has. It also contains nasturtium extract. Nasturtium. Oh, guys, I don't know these words, which is going to provide up to 12 hours of glow, and oil derived from coconut, which is going to comfort the skin. This is what this gorgeous packaging looks like. I mean, this bottle has some weight to it. The beautiful glass bottle, of course, with the Givenchy logo there. And then this does come with a pump. All right, so the shade I picked up is, I got the shade 1W100, which is described as fair with warm undertones. And that's typically what I look for. I look for neutral, warm undertones whenever I'm choosing my foundation. And I'm usually fair to light in that category. So just a quick background on my skin. I just turned 39 years old. I have normal to oily skin, oily primarily in my T-zone. My major concerns are the fine lines right here under my eye area and my large visible pores. I prefer medium to full coverage foundations, but I'm not opposed to trying, you know, light to medium buildable coverage foundations. And I definitely like a glow. Like I want to be matte, you know, in my T-zone, because I don't want to get oily there right away, but I want to have a nice glow going on the perimeter of my face. So I like to try all foundations, guys. Like, it really doesn't matter to me. When a new foundation comes out and it catches my eye, I am here for it, and I hope you guys appreciate and enjoy watching these foundation reviews, because there are definitely some of my favorite to do here on my channel. All right, guys, so let's get into the application portion of today's video. Just want to let you know I'm getting 2 videos out of this one, because I'm also going to be wear testing the new Tarte Shape Tape Ultra Creamy Concealer alongside this foundation. So let's see how things are going to go. If you want to see, first and foremost, the Givenchy, the new Prisme Libre Skincare Glow Foundation in action, and how it's going to wear for the next 10 to 12 hours on my normal to oily skin, keep on watching. All right, so I'm gonna give this a good shake, and let's go in with this. I'm gonna try my BK Beauty 101 brush. It's the slanted one. And then I have a damp Wet n Wild beauty sponge. So we're gonna try both methods of application today. All right, so that's about 2.5 pumps there. Now let's try the brush side first. And you know what I'm gonna do today? I'm gonna do, let's see, I'm gonna do this side with no primer, and then this side with primer and setting powder and all that good stuff. That way we can see, I like doing those side-by-side comparisons. I don't know about you, how you prefer your foundation reviews to be, but I really like to see the difference. So on the right side, I'm gonna quickly go in with the Tarte Timeless Smoothing Primer. Yeah, that's what it's called. I'm just gonna get a little bit on my hand and press it just into my skin. I've really been enjoying this one lately. I had a sample size of it and I liked it so much that I decided to order the full size when I picked up the new Tarte Shape Tape. All right, so we're gonna let that set down for a minute. I'm gonna start working on this side that's not gonna have anything. So definitely a sheer foundation. And I think the shade is okay. I might have been able to go up one shade. I don't mind if my foundation is just like one shade darker. That just provides, you know, more color to my skin, gives me a little bit more of a warmth. We'll make this work. All right, so here is the Givenchy. Nothing, just primer. Definitely see the glow and definitely see the lighter coverage. Now, it would apply just fine with the brush, but I am going to try and just build it up ever so slightly in this area, but once I'm done with this side of the face. So now I'm going to take what I have left on the back of my hand and start bouncing on this side of the face. I'm probably going to need to pump out a little bit more just because it is a very sheer coverage foundation. All right, so this is how the skin is looking after that one application. I want to try and just add a little bit in here and see what kind of added coverage we can get. I do also want to mention that this foundation, there's a slight fragrance to it. It's not an overwhelming fragrance at all. And even like while I'm applying, I can barely even smell it. But I know a lot of these luxury beauty brands, they of course heavily fragrance their products. But just know if you pick up this one, it's very lightly fragranced. I had to like really get up close to it so I could smell it. But if that's something of concern to you, just FYI on that. So yeah, I think it's building up okay. I mean, it's not giving me full coverage by any means, but I mean, it's good. It's good for a good work day, which I'm getting ready to go to work right now. All right, guys, so I'm gonna pop off camera and take care of the concealer and powder just because I'm doing that for another video. And then I will be right back to show you guys what the skin is looking like. All right, guys, so all I've done is just apply concealer to the under eye area. Now I'm going to set this side of the face minus the eye area. I'm not gonna set under my eyes today with the Nakia Joy Cosmetics Velvet Loose Finishing Powder. I'm gonna use a brush today to apply just because I'm only doing half of my face. So I'm just gonna press this in here. Smile line right here on my chin. These are all the areas where I would normally apply powder. Right up here. I get oily right here on my eyebrow. I don't know about you guys. Then I'm gonna go in ever so lightly on my cheeks right here. You can definitely see as I apply the powder, the little light glow that it was giving is kind of diminishing, but don't worry, it's gonna come back. I'm a normal to oily skin type. And I think my prediction is for those of you out there with a skin type similar to mine, you're probably gonna get the best wear with it if you powder it down. And yes, it will take away the glow in that minute, but it'll come back, don't worry. All right, so let me take a closer look. You look fine. Nothing is out of sorts. All right, so this is what we're looking like. This is just foundation. This is primer, powder, foundation. Not too big of a difference other than the finish. Like you can definitely see a little bit more dewiness on this side versus this side. And keep in mind, I'm fixing to head to work, so I am going to be wearing a mask on and off throughout the day. Tomorrow, I will likely do a wear test of this one as well, and I'm just going to apply my makeup the traditional way, so that way you can just see what it's going to look like with all your makeup on. But today, I really wanted to do this side by side just so we can see the change, the difference, if there's any. So we're going to give this good 10 to 12 hours today, and I will be back a little bit later with my periodic check-ins. Hope you guys are having a great time wherever you're at, whatever time of day it is, and I will see you all a little bit later. Hey guys, this is my 5-hour check-in with this new Givenchy foundation, and this is what my skin is looking like. This is the side again with the primer and the powder. I didn't apply setting spray today. I actually forgot to, but that's okay. We mainly want to see how it's going to wear, like what the difference is going to be, whether you need to pair it with a primer and powder, or is it going to work great on its own. So this is the side that is just foundation. I only did my eyes. I didn't add any bronzer, blush, or anything like that. I think my skin looks really nice. I definitely have a nice glow to it. So it is living up to its claim of providing a healthy glow. And I really like it. I think it's laying really nicely over my skin. I have been wearing a mask on and off throughout the day, and nothing has really rubbed off. Nothing funny is happening. My forehead looks great. It looks good, and it's decent coverage. At least right now, I don't have a lot going on my skin that I needed to cover, and I built up really nicely. This is a very lightweight foundation, and so far it's looking pretty good, but we're going for 10 hours with it today, so I will be back at the end of the day to give you guys my final thoughts on this day one of the Givenchy, the new Givenchy Prisme Libre Skin Caring Glow Foundation. So I will see you guys in a bit. Hey guys, this is my 9-hour check-in with the new Givenchy foundation. And this is how my skin is looking. I am just getting home from work. And guys, what I've noticed in the last, I noticed it more like the last hour, hour and a half, my skin feels dry. And I don't have dry skin. And it hasn't been cold down here in a couple weeks. Like we're sunshine in the 80s today. So I don't know why, but my skin feels dry. And when I looked at myself in the mirror, it kind of even looks a little bit dry. And I am not too sure what's going on. Like I said, I just started feeling like this literally like an hour and a half ago. The foundation itself looks great. I mean, it looks, for 9 hours of wearing a mask, I mean, it kind of just rubbed off a little bit here on my nose. And I would say right now that the oiliest place on my face is my nose, but it's not even that bad. It has broken up, like right here. It's kind of rubbed off here on my chin, but keep in mind, this is a light coverage foundation. So, that being said, I think it's held up pretty well, but I will say that I feel like my glow is gone. And I had the glow earlier, and now it's like it's gone. And I think I like the side better with the powder and the primer rather than this side. It is kind of like breaking up right in here, but it's doing it more so on this side than on this side. So I don't know. I mean, this says 12 hours wear. We're going to give it 12 hours today. And then, of course, tomorrow I'm going to wear it the way I would any foundation. And I will give you my final thoughts then. But I'll be back a little bit later to give you guys a final check-in before I wash this face of makeup off. All right, guys, we've come to the 12-hour mark of me wear testing this new Givenchy Prisme Libre Skin Caring Glow Foundation. Guys, I really hope I'm saying this name right, because yeah, I've been saying it the same way throughout this whole video, and then if I find out I've been saying it wrong for a whole day, I'm gonna be really upset because I'm not gonna know how to edit this video. But anyway, I think my skin looks pretty much the same at the 12-hour mark to the 9-hour mark. It didn't get any worse, but it didn't get any better. It is already off, like right here on my chin. But keep in mind, again, I was wearing a mask, and like right here on my nose, it's come off already. But everywhere else, it looks pretty much the same. This is the side I had powder and primer, and this side I didn't have anything. Well, I think they look pretty similar. I'm gonna have to give it to the side with the powder and the primer. I just think it held up a little bit better. It didn't kind of like, it's kind of caking up like right in here. I mean, not really bad. I think it's more noticeable on this side than it is on this side. So this is a very lightweight foundation. And I think if you have some fine lines on your face, if you have texture, it's not something that's going to accentuate that. It's a really, really nice, hydrating, glowy foundation. And I find it really strange that my face feels dry, and I'm starting to think that it could be the retinol that I've been using in the evenings. Maybe I need to not use it so often during the week because I did change retinols. So I'm thinking that could be it.
And especially because I didn't go in with like a setting spray or like a hydrating spray throughout the day. Usually I like to mist my face throughout the day just to, you know, revive it because I'm indoors all day. But that could be, you know, one of the reasons why my face feels a little tight. I don't think it has anything to do with this foundation, and we'll find out tomorrow because I am going to give it a 2-day wear test. But today it didn't do bad. I mean, it did pretty good, and surprisingly, the coverage, I'm happy with it. I was able to build it up enough to where I didn't have to spot conceal anywhere. So if you're on the market for a new lightweight foundation and you don't mind paying the $49 price tag, if, hey, you want a little luxury in your life, then this might be something that you want to check out. But don't make your decision yet. Let's come back tomorrow. Let's do it with, you know, I'm going to apply it the traditional way that I normally would. I'm going to apply all my makeup, my bronzer, blush, highlight, all of that stuff. Don't think I'll be able to film that part, the application part, but I will most definitely let you see and tell you guys what I'm wearing, let you see how my skin is looking shortly after I apply all of my makeup. All right, guys, so I'll leave you here today. So far, so good, but we'll make the final call tomorrow. Hey guys, good morning. This is day 2 with the new Givenchy foundation, and I think it's called Prisme Libre Skin Care and Glow Foundation, not Prism. We'll go with Prisme. It sounds a lot fancier. So this is what my skin looks like. It looks really, really nice. I actually paired it with a brand new primer that I just received yesterday, and this is from Beekman 1802. This is the Milk Primer with SPF 35, and so far the two look really great together. I am also using another new product, and that's the Tatcha, the Silk Powder, and I really, really like the way everything is just laying so well on the skin. I am using the OG Tarte Shape Tape Concealer under my eye area and a little bit, you know, on the high points of my face. And I also added that Glow Wand because I never tried it. So I did a little bit of the Glow Wand right under here. And I really like it. I think that's something that I might get into. So far, so good. We're looking great. I'll put a picture of all the products that I'm using right now that are on my face, and I'll have them linked as well in the description box down below. But I'll just insert a picture so that you guys can see everything that's on here. But yeah, this is how we're looking. We're going for another 12 hours today, 2-day, 12-hour wear test. And we'll see what the final verdict is going to be on this new one from Givenchy. So stay tuned. Hey guys, this is my 9-hour check-in with the new Givenchy foundation, and this is what we're looking like. A little bit shiny on my nose, and that's pretty much the only place. My skin doesn't feel dry the way it did yesterday, so that was totally something having to do with my skincare. I did change it up last night and this morning, so should be good. I mean, my skin feels good, like it feels normal. But the foundation seems to be doing a good job. I mean, it's definitely showing some signs of wear, like right in here. Kind of like rubbed off here, but remember, I've been wearing a mask on and off throughout the day. I think it still has a nice little glow to it for being a lightweight foundation, a light coverage foundation. I think it's holding up pretty well, and with the rest of the makeup products that I have on, I very much like it more today than I did yesterday, so that's always a good thing. But I'll be back at the end of the day to give you guys my final thoughts on this new one from Givenchy. So we've come to the end of today's wear test over the new Givenchy. It is called Prisme in French, I think that's how you pronounce it. Libre, I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that right. Skin Care and Glow Foundation. It's in French, and I don't know French. I never took French, but the new one from Givenchy. This is how my skin is looking after 12 hours of wear. I was outside for a good hour, and it's like in the 80s here, so it might look a little bit more dewy just because, you know, it's warm outside. But the only place where I can say that it made, or not made my skin, but where my oil came through was primarily on my nose. Everywhere else, I thought it looked really good. Now, as far as the wear goes on my normal to oily skin, 39-year-old normal to oily skin, this area right here, my nose, and around my mouth area, that's definitely showing signs of wear. It's like, you know, breaking apart a little bit, kind of just settling into the pores. Like it looks makeup-y. It looks like, you know, I've had it on for 12 hours with the mask on and off throughout the day. In my opinion, this foundation, for me, it didn't take me the 12 hours. Like, I cannot tell you that it looks fantastic after 12 hours because it doesn't. But in my opinion, I got a good 8-hour wear out of it. And the way it looks right now, it's not terrible. It's not fantastic, but I wouldn't not reach for it again based on how it looks right now. I think for a lightweight foundation, it did a pretty good job on my normal to oily skin. I like that it gave me a glow, and it was a nice soft glow throughout the day. It wasn't anything like overly shiny or dewy or anything like that. And of course, I told you guys earlier, I paired it with the new Tatcha, the Silk Powder, and I thought both of those paired really nicely together. I am wearing the OG Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. That's fine. I didn't even set my under eye area today. I just lightly dusted some of the Tatcha powder all over. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So do you need this foundation? No, it's $49. You definitely probably have some things that are very similar already in your stash. And let me point those out just to, you know, kind of remind you guys of some things you might already have. I think if you have the Armani Neo Nude foundation, then you already have something similar to this Givenchy foundation. So maybe if you're almost done with this and you want to try that, but I do think that these are pretty similar in formulation and as far as coverage goes as well. Also from like the high end of makeup, the Urban Decay Stay Naked Hydro Maniac Tinted Hydrator, or Hydra Maniac Tinted Glow Hydrator. This would be a good alternative. It is a little bit cheaper as well, although I think you get a little bit more coverage with the Givenchy than with this one. That's just, you know, what I have found. This was just okay for me. It didn't really give me the coverage that I was looking for, but it also says it's a light coverage the way this one is. I just felt like this one built up a little bit more than this one. But if you already have this in your stash, then you got something similar to the Givenchy. Also, I want to point this out because I really love this one. This is the Smashbox Halo Healthy Glow All-in-One Tinted Moisturizer. I think this would be a great alternative, also a cheaper alternative to the Givenchy, and this one also has SPF 25. For being a tinted moisturizer, this has great coverage while still being lightweight and giving your skin a nice glow. Now, for the drugstore, what do you probably have that's similar to the Givenchy in your stash? I think if you have the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow Foundation, you got something already similar to the Givenchy. This is about a medium coverage. Definitely leaves your skin with a glow, feeling hydrated, and this one does have SPF 15. So if you have this one, don't worry about the Givenchy. Also, one of my new favorites is the Wet n Wild Tinted Hydrator. Great coverage, beautiful finish. This one just blew me out of the water. It's $5 and it lasts. Like, you're gonna get a good 10 hours out of this. It looks beautiful on the skin. Absolutely love this one. It has hyaluronic acid and squalene in it, and it is oil-free. Two more from the drugstore. The Revlon Candid Glow Foundation. If you have this one, this is a light coverage foundation. You want something that's just going to give your skin a nice glow, being lightweight and not really give you too much coverage. Maybe you don't need a lot of coverage, or you're just going to rely on your concealer to spot conceal. This is a good one, good alternative to the Givenchy at the drugstore. And last but not least, also a favorite of mine, this is the CoverGirl Clean Fresh Skin Milk Nourishing Foundation. I really like this one a lot. I know this one gets a lot of hate from time to time. This worked better for me when applied with my fingertips, and I really like it. It's also a hydrating foundation. It's made with the coconut milk and aloe extract, and it's a really good option if you're not wanting to shell out the $49 for the Givenchy. So guys, am I disappointed with it? Absolutely not. I think it's a beautiful foundation. I mean, the packaging, I don't have anything from Givenchy. This is my very first Givenchy purchase, and I'm happy with it. Do I wish it held up a little bit longer, the full 12 hours? Yes, but I don't think I was really expecting it to, just because it is a light
lightweight, light coverage foundation. And typically those don't hold up that great on my skin, although some do, like the Wet n Wild, but they're very few and far between, and I am pleased with the way this wore these last couple days. I will definitely be reaching for it, but don't feel that you absolutely need to go out and buy it. I just showed you guys some great alternatives that hopefully you already have in your stash or you can consider picking up. Now I want to hear from you guys. What did you guys think of today's or the last couple days foundation review? Let me know your thoughts on Givenchy. What is your favorite Givenchy product? What do you think that I should try next? Like I said, this was my very first purchase from the brand, and I definitely like to try more things going forward, whatever catches my eye. But leave me a comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. I want to thank you guys so much for watching another one of my videos. You all have a great day or night, wherever it is you all are at. Stay hydrated, guys. Drink your water, and I will see you all very soon. Bye.